Ever wonder why humanity's oldest stories sometimes sound like they're straight out of a sci-fi movie? Take the Tower of Babel, for instance. Picture this: after a worldwide flood wipes the slate clean, people decide to build a colossal tower in Shinar, aiming to reach the heavens and make a name for themselves. Sounds like a plot twist right out of a blockbuster, doesn't it? But here's the kicker: this wasn't about literally touching the sky. Instead, it was an ambitious bid to drag the divine presence down to their city and assert control over the spiritual realm. You might think this was just an innocent architectural endeavor, but it was actually a bold act of defiance. It's like trying to build a stairway to heaven not just to reach it but to pull it into your backyard. This desire to control the divine shows humanity's deep-seated need for independence and control, even when it's misunderstood. And when God saw what was happening, he didn't just shrug it off. Instead, he stepped in with a divine twist of fate that changed everything. So, what happens when humanity's rebellious streak meets divine judgment? Well, that's where things get really interesting. Stay tuned as we unravel how this ancient tale sets the stage for a redemption story that shapes the course of history. You won't want to miss how this all unfolds. And let's read the chapter together. Now the whole world had one language and a common speech. As people moved eastward, they found a plain in Shinar and settled there. They said to each other, "Come, let's make bricks and bake them thoroughly." They used brick instead of stone, and tar for mortar. Then they said, "Come, let us build ourselves a city, with a tower that reaches to the heavens, so that we may make a name for ourselves, otherwise we will be scattered over the face of the whole earth." But the Lord came down to see the city and the tower the people were building. The Lord said, "If as one people speaking the same language they have begun to do this, then nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them. Come, let us go down and confuse their language so they will not understand each other." So the Lord scattered them from there over all the earth, and they stopped building the city. That is why it was called Babel, because there the Lord confused the language of the whole world. From there the Lord scattered them over the face of the whole earth. This is the account of Shem's family line. 2 years after the flood, when Shem was 100 years old, he became the father of Arphaxad. And after he became the father of Arphaxad, Shem lived 500 years and had other sons and daughters. When Arphaxad had lived 35 years, he became the father of Shelah. And after he became the father of Shelah, Arphaxad lived 403 years and had other sons and daughters. When Shelah had lived 30 years, he became the father of Eber. And after he became the father of Eber, Shelah lived 403 years and had other sons and daughters. When Eber had lived 34 years, he became the father of Peleg. And after he became the father of Peleg, Eber lived 430 years and had other sons and daughters. When Peleg had lived 30 years, he became the father of Reu. And after he became the father of Reu, Peleg lived 209 years and had other sons and daughters. When Reu had lived 32 years, he became the father of Serug. And after he became the father of Serug, Reu lived 207 years and had other sons and daughters. When Serug had lived 30 years, he became the father of Nahor. And after he became the father of Nahor, Serug lived 200 years and had other sons and daughters. When Nahor had lived 29 years, he became the father of Terah. And after he became the father of Terah, Nahor lived 119 years and had other sons and daughters. After Terah had lived 70 years, he became the father of Abram, Nahor, and Haran. This is the account of Terah's family line. Terah became the father of Abram, Nahor, and Haran. And Haran became the father of Lot. While his father Terah was still alive, Haran died in Ur of the Chaldeans, in the land of his birth. Abram and Nahor both married. The name of Abram's wife was Sarai, and the name of Nahor's wife was Milcah. She was the daughter of Haran, the father of both Milcah and Iscah. Now Sarai was childless because she was not able to conceive. Terah took his son Abram, his grandson Lot son of Haran, and his daughter-in-law Sarai, the wife of his son Abram, and together they set out from Ur of the Chaldeans to go to Canaan. But when they came to Haran, they settled there. Terah lived 205 years, and he died in Haran. Let's say a quick prayer to thank the Lord for his wisdom. But first, if you found this exploration intriguing, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into these ancient stories and uncover the timeless wisdom they offer. What are your thoughts on the Tower of Babel? Share in the comments below. Let's continue this journey of discovery together. Hey God, I just want to take a moment to say thanks for the incredible insights we've gained from this study. It's amazing how these ancient stories still hold such deep lessons for us today. I'm truly grateful for the wisdom shared and for guiding us through this journey. Now, as we step out and try to apply these lessons to our everyday lives, I ask for your help. Help us take these truths and live them out in a way that brings us closer to you and helps us grow. Give us the strength to embrace these lessons and use them in our daily actions, decisions, and interactions. Thanks for being with us every step of the way. We're excited to see how these insights will shape our lives and our paths. Amen. So, what can we learn from the Tower of Babel? This ancient story isn't just a fascinating relic from the past, it's a powerful reminder of the dynamics between human ambition and divine authority. When we try to take control and challenge the natural order, we might find ourselves facing unexpected consequences. But here's the silver lining, there's always room for redemption. Just as the confusion of languages led to a new beginning, our own struggles and setbacks can be the catalysts for growth and transformation. Think about it, how often do we find ourselves building our own towers of Babel, trying to assert control or gain recognition? Maybe it's time to reflect on where we might be missing the mark and how we can redirect our efforts toward a more harmonious and purposeful path. Remember, every challenge is an opportunity to realign with a greater plan. And, as always, don't forget to check the last video and learn more about how humanity reached Babel.